producer's point of view.
We already back. You already know we back in the building like a brick. Shout out to Crybaby for my new logo. This is producer's point of view. I don't even want to shout out what episode this is because I don't even know at this point now. I know it's over 20. I did over 20 already, and I'm in my female era right now. So I got all the way from Chicago. I got Queen Chioma. She said Chioma. She said, I'm gonna say Chioma.
Let's say it together, class. She.
Now it's she.
Oh.
Okay. So it's Chioma, right? Chioma's in the building to talk about her new product that she has produced, which I am well aware of because I think I was at the beginning when she thought about the idea. So I helped influence that too. I'm taking credit for everything. You know how I do. But no, seriously, in all seriousness, she came up with the idea of this product and I thought it was dope. I am not only am I a supporter, but I'm actually a user as well too. I forgot how that commercial used to go.
Nobody remembers that.
Yeah, nobody's upset. I'm old. Okay. So, Chioma, tell us about what you got going on right now. Welcome to New York City, the best city in the world.
Second.
That's Chicago.
I can't. I'll go let him have it. Thank you for having me, Damien. Hey, everybody. I am Chioma, and I am the creator of Orphan Up.
Shout out to Orphan Up. Tell me a little bit about Orphan Up.
Orphan Up is a podcast that is dedicated towards individuals who were raised in a non-traditional household. Non-traditional meaning you just didn't have your mom and your dad in the household. You could have been awarded a state in the foster care system. You could have been adopted. Maybe you grew up with cousins, aunties, uncles, or maybe you even had both of your parents in the household, but they were not there for you mentally and physically how they should have been, which resulted in you being an orphan. Mm-hmm. And on my podcast, we have success stories. We have kind of like tips and tricks of what to do now that you're an adult coming from that background. And then we also have t-shirts too and crop tops. But it's just a good place to come and vibe out and be understood. You hear a lot of language that goes around within the community when you do grow up without your parents, and just a lot of stories and just a place to kind of feel at home.
So the background where you come from in Chicago, is there a lot of orphans out there? A lot of people dealt with that situation?
Yeah, there was a lot of us. Like I had a lot of foster brothers and sisters, like a lot.
So when you went into an actual foster home when you was.
So the way my story went, so I'm the oldest of 7.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also almost, you know what? I ain't gonna do that to y'all. I love y'all. I'm the oldest of 7. Okay. I'm the best too. Okay. Let's just say that. Put that out there. But and so it's 7 of us. My mom has 7 children for over the past 10 years. The oldest is me, and I'm 34. And then my little sister is 24.
Okay.
Yep.
And so when you say you had a bunch of foster brothers and sisters, that means you claim everybody in that house as your foster brothers and sisters?
So everybody, everybody that grew up in the house with me. So we were all taken away from my mom, all except for my youngest sister. And then I lived with my grandmother until I was about maybe like 13, 14 years old. And then my grandmother was raising me and my 2 brothers, 2 of my brothers. Mm-hmm. And when she adopted us and when she passed away, we all they went with my other adopted twin or with the twins, but I went into the foster care system. So I actually was in like maybe 7, 8 foster homes. I was in Audi homes. I was like really in the system.
Okay. And through your travels in the system, were you one of the kids that were more like in and out of trouble, or were you ones that was trying to find peace and a way through life at that crazy time?
I was both. I was pretty. I was also crazy as hell.
Oh, I was pretty as crazy. Okay,
I was pretty and crazy. And I spoke very well because my grandmother was a teacher. So she instilled that, education and talking correctly into me before she died. But I was very troubled. I went to juvie several times.
Oh.
Locked up, won't let you.
You don't say.
Yeah. Okay. I went to Audi homes. I had a foster mom. I remember I kicked her window out. I was bad.
You was a little rambunctious.
But I was smart.
Smart and bad?
I was smart and bad and pretty.
And pretty. She's not going to let y'all forget about the pretty.
I'm just telling you because it's a good mix. And I was actually in the agency that I was with. They kind of took note that I had these different kind of talents, and they tried to kind of abuse it a little bit in a sense of use it to their advantage because it was a privatized foster care agency. So they had like money. They would get money from the state, but they had donors too. So like I went to a lot of the galas and like my story was told and I was the person that was picked to like speak. So they used my story to raise money. Right. Since then, now they don't show the kids' faces and stuff. But back then, like my face would be all over. Like you would go to
like the poster child.
Yeah, I was a poster child for the agency. And so it created a lot of opportunities for me.
See, if you're not useful, you use less. Used less.
Used less, pretty much.
All right. So then how long were you in for?
I aged out. So I aged out of the system at technically 23 because I went to college. But you're supposed to age out when you're like 21. I aged out. So you age out when you're, either 18 or 21, whichever you choose if you're not in college.
How much they were paying monthly to your estate?
Don't. I just know when I aged out, they gave me a check for like maybe 10 or 15,000. That's a big difference. But if you've been in the system, your memory be like, I'm surprised Damien got the memory he got.
Yeah.
But
I didn't do a lot of drugs and I didn't do a lot of drinking.
I did.
Oh, see. That's why. Hey, I'm going to tell you, it is what it is. Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad.
So, so mine, I remember it was like $500 and change a month. So, or $600. So think of, it was 3 kids times 5 or 6. Right. So it's probably 18 grand. I mean, 1,800 a month times. I was there from 13 to 18. That's 5 years for me. My sister was 2 years, so that's 3 years for her. And then my younger sister is 2 years after that. So we was getting some money. My grandma was definitely getting some money.
Yeah, see, I was in foster homes. I just remember I had a foster mom who used to be like, you can't do what you want in here and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, listen, I told her, I was like, listen, lady, I pay rent here. Okay, because you're getting a check for me,
right?
So I'm gonna do what I want.
We knew what was going on. Right? What you're not gonna do is act like you think we're some damn
simple, right? Slow kids or something. No offense.
We
to
actually
y'all,
know. No offense to y'all. So all right, so I'm just curious. You went through what you went through. You got through it. After you aged out, what type of career were you looking for yourself?
So I didn't know. I started off wanting to be an actress and a lawyer, and somehow that got put completely on the back burner. But I remember like at 18, 19, going into college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I had built a relationship with actually a board member at the foster care agency that I was with. A woman, her name, shout out Krista Ward. And we had built a relationship, and she was like, pouring into me and telling me, everybody was that potential word was like, you have so much potential, Chioma. You talk so well, and you're this and you're that, and I didn't necessarily see all those things at that time, but other people saw them in me, and so they would present me with opportunities. So she presented me with an opportunity to work for her husband to be a general manager at a shoe store in Chicago. And so I actually ended up doing that. And I was working directly with Nike and Jordan at, what was it? Something premium. I forgot. It was a premium. It was on 55th. It was in Hyde Park.
Okay. And so moving through life, obviously you're a mom now. So you had your first child, your first and only child.
Yeah.
What age was that?
I was 21.
21.
I was in college.
I keep forgetting you still young. 21. Yeah. Like, you just got out of high school.
I literally got the little point. How you going for?
So 21.
Yeah.
And your daughter is now?
12. She just turned 12. September 3rd.
21, 12, 30. Okay. Yeah. I'm doing your age graph.
Yeah.
All right. So what was motherhood like for you coming out of that situation? What did you do different than what was done for you?
Just stay.
Okay.
Stay.
So that's your first.
That's
victory?
really all you
Once
have
you
to do.
did that, and then you just felt like I'm good.
You just.
Your daughter could be bouncing off the wall. You'd be like, I'm home.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not hard to win. The bar was in hell, So like if you just, I don't know if you can say hell on the radio.
You can say,
Oh, okay. Yeah, the bar was really low, so
right.
It was like if I just stay and raise her. Don't leave. Come back.
So, did you feel like you wanted to have a kid so that you could do it right? Like some women, or some younger girls get pregnant just so they can have their own little baby doll to raise and do what they want to do with it.
I definitely feel like I had a kid from a very selfish place. I wanted somebody to always love me, and so I didn't have that, and so that's why I wanted a kid. And me and her dad, rest in peace to her father. He gets out of everything.
He gets out of everything. Is crazy.
He does. He literally been getting out of crap his whole life.
Go ahead.
His entire life. So yeah, while he was here. So yeah, he got out of that too. Thanks. Yeah, her dad, we wanted her.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted her. We wanted a baby. We were young and we were in college, and we wanted, both of us had, kind of difficult backgrounds. His parents were separated, and then you have me, and I don't have any parents, and we was in the middle of Chicago, and it was like, man, we want a baby. That's what we did.
All right. You saw a pretty face. It was like, gotta have that.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Pretty much. He bothered me for years.
Bothered you is crazy. But
yeah,
okay.
He did.
And you gave in.
I did.
Okay, so now, moving along, you did college.
I did.
You did some college. Did you enjoy school?
I didn't. I don't really enjoy school, but and I always felt like I can do better than this. I don't have to. I don't need this.
I don't need this. It's below me.
Yeah. So I dropped out like multiple times. Like, I'm back now. I'm actually back in school now, and I want to finish now because I actually know what I want. I want to be a lawyer.
Okay.
By the time I'm 40.
Okay, that's good. That's a good goal to have.
Yeah.
All right. So this Orphan Up concept that you came up with, what was the driving force for that? Like, outside of the obvious.
It really didn't have a lot to do with me, to be honest with you. I don't identify as an orphan. Like, I don't wake up and think like, I'm so alone. There's no like sad music or anything.
Is that the definition of orphan?
No, the definition of orphan is just someone who doesn't have their parents.
Okay.
That's it. That's all the orphan is. Just someone who doesn't have their parents. But it has a stigma. I felt like being an orphan, being a foster kid has a stigma behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted to dispel that stigma, especially for those of us who are adults now. Like, it's so many of us. And it's just like, over the years, I've had some of the people that are the closest to me and the most successful just so happen to have the same background.
Right.
And I just was like, somebody needs to create a platform where we're talking about this from an adult point of view, as opposed to, when we were kids, because we're not kids anymore, we're adults. And just kind of, how do we look at the world and what all we have accomplished? Most foster kids I know are very, very successful.
Right.
And very resourceful.
And you came up through the alumni of Clubhouse, and I'll say that's 4 years. That's like going to college. Like, we spent some time with it. People don't like to think of it as a real place, but we really learned a lot. And we did a lot of college-like stuff on Clubhouse. If you think about it, that's how I'm going to start calling it. They say, you went to college? Yeah. I went to Clubhouse for 4 years.
Yeah.
Like, Morehouse is Clubhouse. Like, but nah, it's really true. Like, I really feel that way. But I feel like you got inspired. You was a great talker on there, on different conversations and different, Black-based conversations, woman-based conversations, just being a person-based conversation. You wasn't like one way or another with it. Mm-hmm. And by the time I got to know you, and then you got affiliated with the What New York Sounds Like Club, like, you came in as a honorary city person, not from New York City, but from a city, and that was cool enough for us because you understood some of the how we was moving, and I think that's what made us connect. Your personality to be like, right. You had this cute little black and white PCR that was cute, so I was like, I need all the cute women in my room, so we're gonna moderate her and make sure she stays up top, so that beat people in the room. And you made it do what it do. So you graduated from Clubhouse, you're no longer affiliated, and now you have your own baby.
I do. It's my second baby. Yeah. Orphan Up is my second podcast.
So how many interviews have you done so far to this point?
You 2.
What? This is only the second one?
Yeah.
Yo. Wow. Well, make sure y'all stay tuned for the second best or the first best interview. It's one of the two. I could be right or I could be wrong. I don't know who the first person was, and I don't want to knock them, but I know mine is gonna be good.
Both of y'all's is really good. It's 2 men actually. I still haven't had a woman.
I remember you telling me about old boy. All right, that's cool. So, all right, will you be targeting men mostly on your podcast, or will you speak to some women too?
No, I want to speak to some women too. I definitely want to have more people on. It's just a thing of again, like we tried to do earlier. You want it to be 30 minutes. It's not 30 minutes. It's not, it's an hour. It could be 2 hours. It could be.
It definitely can't be 2 hours. I don't have time to give you 2 hours of my life.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying in general.
But the conversations can go that long.
The conversations can really go that long, as we know from Clubhouse. Like,
so you don't really put a cap on how long your podcast is? Would you tell me?
When it's just me, So I do my podcast by myself. I do a lot of stuff like episodes by myself where it's just me.
Oh,
talking.
so I asked the wrong question. I should have said how many episodes
How many episodes? About maybe 10, 15. I do it twice a month. I try to drop twice a month.
But you only interviewed. You selfish.
I've only interviewed.
You don't want to talk to nobody? Like, 2 out of 12 out of 15 is crazy. It's not even 10%. Like what
I haven't been doing this for years like you have. I'm still building my brand and filling myself out and figuring out how I want this thing. And I still want a partner. Like I be wanting to jump out, into the deep. But you need money for that. You need paper. This type of stuff I want to do. You need money for that. You know, Damon he got this whole setup. I don't got this. So I don't got this. I don't. So I have to do my little, I got my little Amazon mic, in the room with the door closed.
I'm tired of y'all buying these little mics that y'all think look cool. You ever thought about it? It's not how it looks. It's how it sounds. Like you bought the mic to sound. Y'all be trying to, this costs $99. This is USB. I could use it. Yeah, there's a bunch of mics that they can find to use. You need to talk to someone, a mentor like me, so I can at least get you the best case scenario.
You told me which one to get.
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to get it.
Shout out to Dave too, because Dave is another one. Yo, D, I think I'm gonna get this mic. I think it look cool. How much it costs? Oh, it's only $99. I'm like, Dave, not that it's $99, but it's the look. The one that he showed for $99 is like, yeah, it looks like all the other ones, but it's not that. So you're not gonna get what you see them using. They're using a $400 one that looks like the one that you got. So if you want to be safe, just get an SM58 and plug that one up, and you will sound excellent all the time.
Have you tried that one on that little camera thing? That's the one I see everybody with.
The DJI, yeah, those are great. Those are great.
With the little fuzzy top thing, it works good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The fuzzy top thing is just so that you don't blow spit into the microphone. That's the spit protector. Pause.
I don't spit when I talk.
It's a whole nother show. Okay, so if and when you are producing, what is your favorite parts of producing? Do you enjoy? Hold on. You don't even know the question yet. Hold on. So this is these 3 P's of production. Okay. All right. Okay. So you can either create it, right? You can produce it, you can promote it, or you can perform it. So the production part is actually coming up with the idea. The promote is actually going online. You got to do it, and then the to produce it is you have to create it, perform it. Yeah, perform is actually doing it, like what we're doing right now. Right. Sorry.
Perform. And
this is normally an artist question. That's why I got lost. But yeah, it works here too.
Perform and produce. I don't like.
No, it's not. It's one or the other.
Why?
Because that's the way the game goes. This is an orphanage type of response you're giving me right now.
Yeah, why do I gotta choose?
That's crazy. People,
I like
both. This is how we are though. Why? You like both? Okay, so you
perform and you can promote.
Yeah, I like performing, not promoting. That's the part I don't. I'm not a marketing person.
So clearly,
I like. Baby, what's for me is for me.
What's for me is for me. So she's doing these podcasts. This is why she only got 2 guests. She can care less about your opinion, about where it's going to be at. Don't even think about seeing it when it comes out. Hell, I don't even know where mine is going to be when it drops. I guess it'll come out when it come out. We'll
listen. Nobody knows the day nor the hour. Okay, we go for all.
That's the allure of it. It's like a Kanye West drop.
Absolutely.
Just come out and be in the garden.
Love ye, and ye still bring the city out. Let me tell you, it could. I ain't drop an episode for a month. I drop one episode, it's like boom. I'm like, oh, y'all love me. I'm gonna be more consistent though. I want to be more consistent with my viewers.
The fact that you want to is cool.
I do want to. I desire to. Yeah, I appreciate it. I love all my people that support and give me feedback, and yeah, I love y'all.
All right, so because you have to go, and today's your birthday, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna give you some more time to interview some more people, and then I'll bring you back on the show when you actually got some content that you want to talk about. Because 2 people is crazy, and me being the second one is even crazy, but it's cool. I'm gonna say that I appreciate you for coming through, and especially on your birthday. This is like a birthday show in New York City. So you came all the way to New York to meet the Podfather, and you've seen a Broadway play too. So that was cool. And now we're about to go have some hibachi. And you had your Gimsey juice. I mean your Gimsey.
My
rolls, the sushis. All right. So we checking the list. So far we on track. So make sure y'all tune in to Orphan Up. Tell them where they can find it at.
Orphan Up on Spotify. Just search Orphan Up, and then we're on Etsy too for the shirts and the what's it called, the crop tops.
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all can follow me on Queen Chioma _90 and Instagram _Orphan Up.
What happened in 90?
What happened to what?
What happened in 90? Why 90?
That's when I was born.
God.
That's what
Yo,
I'm
all right,
going
we're signing it
for.
off. Yo, I'm old, yo. This is
Wait.
crazy.
Somebody might want to give me money for my birthday. Are you gonna
Oh.
where are you posting this?
It's
You
not
don't even
getting
know.
posted. I don't know either.
You're not gonna post
Yeah.
it? This is probably the best interview.
This is probably gonna get seen way after your birthday, though.
That's fine. Well, if anybody has any belated
that
gifts
can
for
give
me,
her, yeah, exactly. Belated gifts. Give me your cash out.
Queen Chioma 21.
21, not 90.
I was born in 1990.
And you made your cash out in 21?
No. It's like 21 Savage. I put Queen.
Yo, we gotta go, y'all.
21.
We gotta go. Thank you for tuning in.
Happy birthday to
Stay
me.
tuned. If you're on our Party 101.9, you know music is coming up next. So
Streaming. DWI Music.